Good Monday morning, and welcome back to another episode of Mindset Monday with your host, me, Bridget Brooks, the CEO of Creative Vibes Studios. Listen, having time every single week to get all the things done is hard. So kudos to you if you are just making it 80%, 50%, or 40% through your goals each week because it's all about the effort that you take in planning so that you can take charge of your time every week. Today, we're going to talk about the daily mindset resets for being more productive, right? We all have the same 24 hours each day, and time is something that each one of us has. We may not have all the money, we may not have all the support or all the resources that the next person has, but you do have the time. So instead of thinking that there's not enough time, it's time to start making time. We make time to do the things we want to do. And now I want you to work smart and not hard because finding balance in order to do that is key. Now, let's start with point number one. It's so important to make the morning. Now, let me back up just a minute because I promise you, I used to be so proud of being a night owl. Like I could work so hard and get so much done at night. I would stay up late and feel so productive. But guess what? I still had to get up at the same time in the morning. I still felt overtired. I felt rushed in the morning, and I didn't have the energy in the morning to take on the day. So as soon as I switched this mindset from being a night owl to making the morning, I really saw things completely do a 360 in my productivity, in my mindset, in my energy level, and all of that. So here's some things that you may be doing with an old mindset that will help you switch to a new mindset for making the morning. Now, if you can relate to any of these, don't be ashamed and don't be afraid. We all have done it. And there will be days that you may not be able to keep up with the new mindset. But the old mindset is oversleeping, hitting the snooze button, waking up, checking your email, getting right to work, scrolling on social media, wasting hours and time that you could be doing something else. And then you hop out of the bed and you hurl yourself into the shower. You rush the kids, you rush to work, you're playing catch up, and now you have the morning to get work done and you're exhausted. But with a new mindset, you could start setting your alarm to wake up at an hour earlier before your normal time. This 60 minutes will give you such a refreshed mindset so that you can be mentally prepared, physically prepared, and really have some balance to your day so that you can really be productive. So, waking up an extra hour is the first step. Immediately when you get out of bed, have a cup of water or bottled water right there so that you can drink and replenish your body. And then don't immediately turn on the TV, don't grab your phone. Go somewhere, even if it's laying in the bed for 5 to 15 minutes and just enjoying the quiet time without going back to sleep. I know it may be tempting. That's why I suggest having a special place, if it's on your couch, if it's on your patio, if it's just in a cozy chair with your blanket, to just sit and enjoy some quiet time with your thoughts, thinking about how you feel, what you want to do, and expectations for the day. And then, most importantly, do not scroll on social media during this hour and do not just resist checking your email because as you start to plan out your time in your mind of what you need to do, you may be getting the feeling that you need to check your email. So just resist that because this is your time. Making the morning is your time of the day, 1 hour, 60 minutes to really just take a moment to breathe and prepare. The second step is going to be how do we plan and prioritize the day, right? What do you need to do in order to get your mind wrapped around how can I get all the things done that I need to do, right? Like I said, we all have the same 24 hours. It's all about how you use them. So, as you know, I have a goal setting planner that's 30 days that helps you really think through and prioritize all the things that you need to do each and every month. Now, you know things are going to change. You're going to get ahead or get behind on certain things, but being in charge of your day and your plan in your schedule is what helps you move the needle forward, because you know you might have to move a project to a new day. You might have to cancel a meeting if things pop up. Children get sick, we get sick, life goes on. But if you have a plan and you know what you need to do, what you have to do, and what you want to do, and you're able to put each of those tasks in those specific categories, there won't be any guessing about what needs to happen. So doing that every 30 days is really important. And I can't stress how much setting goals will change your mindset, because you're not just playing the catch up game. It's so easy to say, oh, I've got a mental check. I know everything that I need to do and get it done. But once you put something on paper, if it's in a spiral, if it's in a planner, it becomes something that you can tangibly see and tangibly do. And what I want you to do is really put that on your calendar and block out times for these goals. Whatever that task is that you need to do in order to achieve those goals, you've got to write it down. You've got to put it on your calendar, because guess what? Thinking about it and saying it out loud is not the same as actually coming up with a plan of how to get it done, because you got to do the work, right? So the third thing is coming up with this very specific action plan. So, one thing I suggest to do is have an official office day. Now, depending on the size of your business or your entrepreneurial endeavors or wherever you are and what you're trying to balance, you need to have an office day to manage all the things. This time is blocked out 8 hours so that you can really focus on running your business. This includes checking all your emails for the week. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have more emails coming in through the week, but if there's something that you need to write, communication that needs to go out, directive, all of the things, you need to have a day, because that takes time. Writing, communication, and making sure that it's going out takes time, especially if you don't have someone else to do it for you. So, plan out your time for email follow up, for making phone calls, for planning your meetings. Now, when I say planning meetings, you might have meetings on your schedule, but go ahead and start bullet pointing what the agenda is so that you can go prepared into each meeting that you have throughout the month, throughout the week, and know what you want to achieve. It's the worst thing to go into a meeting and there's no agenda and you've wasted an hour and it's not productive. So, go against the grain and be prepared for your meetings. Any administrative work that needs to be done can be done during on this office day too. That's just checking your website, checking your back end of your website, checking SEO, checking all of the things. If you're running any type of sponsored ads, if you're doing any social media, you can go in the back end and check all of that information. Check your budget, check your financials, making sure that things are moving smoothly, because it's so easy to get running full force and money's coming in and money is going out and you're not aware of where you are. So having an official office day will give you the time and the brain power to visually look at your spreadsheet, to look at your accounts, to talk to your accountant, whichever you need to do, and make sure things are on track. And then analyzing your business goals for the week. Now, you may not need to add business goals to your week every week, and maybe it's bi weekly, but I definitely encourage that you sit down and look at your goals for your business. And if it's not once a week, every 2 weeks, that will help you stay on target. The next thing I'd like for you to do is to pick official days or days that is booked for just meetings, because sometimes you will need to be off of your email. You won't be able to do actual work, and you may need to have time. Tuesdays and Thursdays, these are the days that I will set aside for meeting face to face, having virtual meetings, for doing any type of training, anything that's going to take you out of your office or away from the working part of your business. You need to put that on your calendar as a official day to do that for meetings. That same sense goes for productivity. If you actually have to physically sit down and create something, write something, do the work, build something, whatever it is that runs your business that you need to make time to physically do, you have to block out time to do the work. Just imagine if we're running around everywhere, we are doing all the things to run our business, to meet the people, to get new clients. but you don't make time to do the work. Nothing's going to get done, especially if you are in a service providing business where you have back end work that you need to get done. And what happens is you end up putting that working time at the end of the day after you're tired, after you've worked all day, and now you're staying up late. But if you put that time intentionally on your calendar, block out 2 to 3 hours on every Tuesday and Thursday after your meetings so that you can have time to do the work that's requested. Then you're not stressed out. You're able to enjoy some me time, which is the next thing. Family comes first. You may be single, you're the priority. You may have a family. Your family is a priority. Your business is going to be the glue that keeps everything running, but you need to make sure that you are putting your family first and adding those specific times for date night with your husband or wife, things that the kids have going on, picking up, dropping off, meetings with the teacher, whatever it is that you need to do with your children, put that on your calendar first and then add your goals and then add your meetings and then add your time. Otherwise, you're going to be feeling like I'm out of whack, I'm out of balance, I'm never home, I can't spend time with my family. But if you intentionally put that on your calendar, you will find a happy medium where you can balance some things out. And if you have to, which this is a good way to start saying no, is when you look at your calendar and you know that those things are a priority, you can then feel confident to say no to things that you know you might not need to do and you may feel obligated to say yes. So it's a great way, a great transition for anyone who is struggling and taking on too much and is always saying yes. This is a great way to help you find balance in saying no confidently. The fifth thing is wind down and prepare for the next day. So we make the morning and then we need to wind down. It's very, very important that you don't just overlook this time. Even if you can spend 30, 45 minutes to do this, it's really going to make a difference. Just as the mindset for making the morning, you have to have a mindset for ending your day. So your old mindset may look like this, which I'm guilty of every now and then: staying up too late, eating too much at dinner, scrolling on social media for hours, right? If you're sitting on your couch or you're getting ready for bed and you're not quite sleepy, you can be on TikTok watching all the videos for another 45 minutes. And guess what? Now your brain is going to dream about TikToks and all the things that you just watched, right? Or you could be like me when I was a night owl and staying up working over and over again until the AM hours, and now you're exhausted. So, our new mindset is having a bedtime goal. Even if you're not going to sleep, get physically prepared for bed and be ready to rest. No food at least 2 hours before bed, enjoying 30 minutes of quiet time before you rest. And most importantly, no social media and no emailing before bed. You want to have a fresh mind and a clear vision for what you want to do the next day. And then I didn't write this on here, but it's very important that you spend time celebrating the wins. When you go to bed, it's a great moment to have and give some gratitude, to also be thankful for all the things that you have and the doors that are opening and the doors that are closing, and being in a position to restfully go to sleep and gratefully be celebrating all the things that you achieved that day. So I hope that this will help you find time to get your time together and be more productive as you end the day and as you start the next one. Your mindset is going to help you go and achieve and be more productive if you take action, and implement these things today. As a reminder, you know you were born to be and do great things, so wake up every single day and go be great. I'll talk to you next week.